We bit of stormy tonight in old Christchurch. Quite a bit of rain, a bit of wind, as I'm sure you can hear. I'm sure you can see it. Yeah, no, not really. I can see it really well. Okay, I can see it. It's really clear to me. So I don't know what's wrong with your guys' eyes, but you know, like obviously everything's quite wet. You know, yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a while since I've seen a storm like this. We used to get them back in the day, probably about 10, 15 years ago, and they would take down trees. So, I mean, people keep talking about climate change. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know. Because, you know, like 15, 20 years ago, we were getting this stuff. The same stuff, this weird sort of weather. It's just Christchurch. But, you know, speaking of like storms, shit storms. I mean, it's really interesting how this Trump guy, he's made the biggest storm since probably 9/11. Like in terms of like shit storm on the media. Actually, no, he's probably outdone 9/11. This guy's probably he's the biggest meme we've ever seen. You know, this Donald Trump guy. And I think we need to just step back and you know, appreciate what's going on here, because these memes are just ridiculous. The strength of these memes, we're not talking, you know, like, we're not talking killer memes or mega memes. We're talking like peta memes. You know, this guy, the amount of airtime he's gotten, and all it took was like a toupee, a nice suit, and some quality memes, some quality trolls. That's all it took. And he was able to get the whole media's attention. You know, so Donald Trump, he's impressive. He's definitely impressive. I'll give him that. All right, well, you know, that's enough of that. Can you see me? I can see you. Hi. All right, so let's take it back, guys. Let's take it back. That's just the door, by the way. Don't freak out there. Boom. All right, so we're back. Kind of. I'm gonna put that autofocus on so that you guys can see me, because I can see you. And I ain't no John Cena, not yet. Alright, so I've pretty much just gotten home. I've been in the lab today. So you've pretty much just stumbled across my new blog. That's basically what you've signed up for. And I'm real sorry for you guys. Real sorry that you have to watch my blog. But, you know, at the end of the day, no, that's a bit. So if I want to, I can make the room go red. Gosh, now it looks like a whorehouse. This pisses off my parents. If I want to piss off my parents, all I've got to do is put the light on to red. I can also make it green. No, is that green? No, that's violet. Oh, here we go, blue. I'm blue, double D, double die, and double D, double die, double D, double die. Now we're kind of going, yeah, awesome. We can be green now. Wow, that's strong. So if I go and you see this thing here, look at that. It's got all these colors on it and settings, and I can control the brightness and all that sort of stuff, which is cool. I think I did an earlier video on this. Did I? I did. I did indeed. Okay. Alright, well, lights aside, let's get back to the point at hand, which is shitstorms. We've seen some, we've definitely seen some shitstorms recently, but I think, yeah, I mean, coming from a guy who knows how hard it is to make a good meme, it's just ridiculous, you know. And if you're good at making memes, you don't have to spend any money on advertisement, pretty much, you know. If we go and look at what Trump has done, or what he's accomplished without really spending any money. You know, I'm sure he spent money on the fancy the fancy plane rides because he loves his private jet. Donnie loves his private jet. Teflon Donnie. Donnie the Teflon Man. He definitely spent some money there. But, you know, everything considered, I think he's only just recently started to spend money. So he spent $5 million, I think, within... there was pretty much when he started, he spent $5 million that week, launching new ads and, you know, hiring people and whatnot. And this was after how many months? Like, probably 7, 8 months. And meanwhile, Hillary has spent $75 million. She'd spent $75 million and Trump had spent none. I don't know if he's aware that he's like a world-class meme. I'm not sure if anyone gives him credit because that's really what he is. You know, he's a high-quality meme. He's not a made in China meme. We'll give him that. So, I mean, yeah, I'm shocked. I hope that one day I can be a meme like Donald Trump, because that would really be something. Because he's a very impressive guy, to say the least. All right, so we're going to turn on something else. We're going to turn on some LEDs. LEDs, the power of semiconductors. We might even turn down. What is it? The ISO. I think it's the ISO. There we go. I don't know what the deal is with the ISO. I don't know how that works. It's something to do with exposure. I don't know. But yeah, LEDs are pretty cool. Basically, you pass current through something that semi-conducts. So you'd say metal would be like a full conductor, and you'd say something like air would be an insulator or plastic. But certain things like silicon, when they're doped, so when you have some dope, you'll become more conductive. This is how the natural world works. You'll become more conductive to ideas. I don't know what kind of dope. Arsenic is a good one. So if you want to dope yourself with some arsenic. So yeah, they'll get this they'll get silicon or germanium or some weird like semi-metal sort of thing, and they'll dope it with like something nasty, like arsenic. Actually, they can do gallium as well. They can do a whole lot. Others, you know, but so that all aside, the ramble aside. The current passes through the semiconductor, which has been doped, and creates this really nice light, because my room is currently being lit by nice, bright LEDs. And I'm probably only using about 50 watts. Not even that, maybe like 35 or 40 watts. I mean, that's what's really impressive about these lights. They're very, very efficient. The only thing that really tops an LED would be like a plasma light. And a plasma light is pretty much, it's where you get a certain gas, like sulfur hexafluoride, I think, and you pass a microwave or a radio wave through it, and it excites it, it gets all excited, and then it starts emitting light, and that's really efficient. But you see, the problem with those plasma lights, I think they're several times more efficient than LEDs, so they're really efficient. The problem with them is that they generate a lot of electromagnetic interference. So if you want to be on your radios, if you want to be using your Wi-Fi and stuff, they will disrupt it. That's why these plasma lights have not received more attention, even though they're several times more efficient than LEDs. And they're really bright. You know, we're talking like indoor sun type stuff. You know, and you could do it, you know, for a few kilowatts, whereas otherwise you'd need like probably hundreds of kilowatts. Really impressive. Is there anything else in the news? Oh yeah, you might have seen that PewDiePie, Mr. Handsome Nordic dude from the Swedeland. He was accused of going to ISIS. Some dude on Twitter made a fake Sky News account and posted Photoshop pictures of PewDiePie with ISIS, and everyone fell for it, which is pretty good. Like that's a quality meme right there. So you know, PewDiePie's been doing that, which is cool, keeping us entertained. Rock on, PewDiePie. What else? I had something on the tip of my tongue. I don't know what it was. Yeah, no, it's gone. It's gone. You know, if I think of it, I'll make a video for you guys. Anyway, catch you later.